It took me long enough, but here it is. The 2024 Tough Like RORR Hard Enduro, the main event. Buckle up, we got 6 hours to do 2 laps on an incredibly difficult course. Some racing going here off the start. Everybody's bunched up here in the beginning, and it's critical to try to get as far ahead in the pack as you can early on. That way you're ahead of all the shenanigans. There's less bottlenecks, there's less hang-ups the further up you are. And then there's the other side of me that says, well, you know, you've got 6 hours. You've got 6 hours to catch somebody. Don't beat yourself up and wear yourself out in the first 10 minutes. So I hold it steady, like this, just making a pass. Keeping it steady, not pushing, but keeping it steady. Double pass. Smart lines, staying out of that ditch that guy's stuck in. This guy gets stuck in the left lane, so I'm passing him on the right lane. You know, these people that think they can drive in the fast lane and they're going so slow. Don't get me going on this issue. I'll get really passionate. We're rolling nice here. Although we haven't hit anything too hard yet. We're just starting to crack the egg. And things can fall, the bus can fall off the wheels really fast. The wheels can fall off the bus. Uh-oh, we're stuck. Keeping my head cool, though. Staying chill. Excuse me, I just burped. And I should edit this part out, but we're rolling raw today. This hill had a bunch of shenanigans. Wow, I cannot talk. This is a rough day. The first big showstopper here is 409, and it is, once again, every year, a wild time. Let's see how this goes here. I was really making sure nobody could get around me, so I'm blocking any potential paths, but I'm also very calm. Like, you notice everyone's like off their bikes pushing. I was doing my best here to save energy. I was hooking up. I'm going to say I'm using a different tire this race. I've never tried it before. We're hooking up. I mean, we're hooking. We are hooking up. And I'm able to pick some lines. I'm thinking, wow, I've never been able to pick a line like that before. If I got hung up, though, that was my problem. Where I got, like, literally stuck, and that happened, too.
There you go, Dad. There you go.
Get out of my way! We're coming through, baby! High line, we're going left. I always worry about this because this is when you tip over to the right and it's dominoes. And you're that guy that knocked over the domino pile on a Friday night with your friends. That's what I do on a Friday. Ah, didn't get it. The hookup didn't happen here. Swipe left. We're talking Tinder. What? I am in a weird mood. Jeepers, there's a piece of hair in my nose. This video, the way this is edited, makes it look like I'm doing quite well. I don't know if that's truly the case. I might be editing only the times I pass people, and then all the times I'm getting passed, I'm cutting that out. You guys don't need to see that. Hey! Yo, it's Jim Senecal. We carry on. This is when it starts getting a little bit harder. These rock gardens aren't as paved, as polished. You got some bigger holes. This one is pretty jagged. I actually, really, I mean, to go through this little rock patch took me like, I think it was like 10 minutes. Little rest on the wall. Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall and hit his head, right? Is that the story? What was that story about? Humpty Dumpty? Let me look that up. This is why this is why it takes me a month to put out a video, because I start looking up Humpty Dumpty. The distraction level is high. Whoa, Jesus. I hit my peg on a rock. We almost lost it there. Woo!
Good deal.
First check is done. Then we had this awkward hill. Had to get out of the piperator there a little bit, get the throttle action going, get some gas up that thing. As you can see, my camera is sweating. It's connected to my body, and we are like one and the other. So when it's wet, I'm wet. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Cancel. Cut that out. That sounded weird. This is a new hill. It is gnarly. Come up to this thing. And there's some work and finesse needed here. We're working it. I had to do one little lift to get the bike up over a rock, and now we're into a groove. Keeping the wheels in the groove, I'm able to walk it over to here, turn it around, ride it out here. But it was a long process. I'm trying to keep the video exciting and flowing. I think a lot of feedback, people are like, I hate the hard enduro videos. It's too much pushing and struggle. I try to have that in the video to showcase what the race is like. But now I've realized nobody wants to see that. You want to see some fun. You want to see some excitement, some action and riding that makes you excited and happy, not the demoralizing pushing and crying. And that's later. That's coming. If you stay for the whole video, you're going to see that at the end. Oh, how nice to wipe that camera. That's nice.
Oh, you all right?
So this was tough. You had to come out of here, and that rock was like a shelf you could get stuck under. I really wanted to make sure I got above that, so I made sure of it.
Oh, beautiful!
Thanks, Rob, for setting that in. Oh, man, I was looking good here, and then my peg caught a rock, and I tipped over. Oh.
Woo! Nice!
I had a weird situation here. I'm hugging a tree or humping it, whatever you want to call it. We're doing something. Wow. This was another tough hill coming out of here. It's really tough to hit this. A lot of debris and objects. I couldn't make it, so I come back down, I hit it again. This was just a touch too low. And the back end here drops out. I lost it there, so I had to reset it. And I was very frustrated because I have to go do it a third time. And in my frustration, this guy asks, can you help me pull this up?
Yes.
What I wanted to say was you could take your bike and... But I didn't. I maintained professionalism.
Good? A little more?
Can you pull my bike more? Okay. So we're on the third attempt here. I'm coming through. You know what though? I do this without help. Thank you very much. I get up this section. I don't ask. Can you pull it a little bit further for me? Okay. We're having fun. There's no hard feelings. This is all fun. I gotta put maybe I gotta put a disclaimer. Hey, this is all comedy, joking around here. We're messing around. It is fun though. This is such a cool race to me, it's a ride. I'm surviving. Everyone is just out here fighting the track, and it's a team effort almost. Like we're all working together to get through this.
All right, a cool down section. Jeez, this is well needed. I don't know if it's well deserved, but it's needed.
The pits begin. We're down in some of these deep valleys, and I remember the first year I did this race, this would have been it. This was like a showstopper. And now it's not even the highlight of the video. It's we're barely even gonna look at it. We got right through this.
Hour and 45 minutes in.
This is down in a hole. The camera got sweaty here, but I did find an amazing line to the left. Saved a lot of energy, got around some riders. Things were clicking until I got to this hill climb.
You got to turn the camera on for that hill climb.
That I forgot to record, which is a good thing. You didn't want to see how atrocious my riding was on that stupid hill.
I mean, that's how I got my bike up there.
I love this waterfall section. I actually felt like jumping in. I really thought about it for a second.
Woo!
Whoa, I almost went in there. It turns. I almost went right into the pond.
My knees are chafing so bad.
I was trying out these Rocky Mountain riding socks. Unfortunately, I cannot recommend them. They chafed my knees. I had open wounds, bleeding from the knees, from the chafage occurring with those socks. In fact, it's one of the reasons I didn't race the shotgun hard scramble the next day. I was in trouble. Sick section right there, though, we went through. That was a new little valley. I loved it. Oh, and then this. Oh, try it again. Yeah, baby.
Got it. It's tough. We're over 2 hours in. I'm toast already. Jeez. All right. See you guys. Thanks. Woo.
Little chat in the woods, and then we're back to battling the track. I took a stupid line here.
Bad line. Oh, my back. Oh, what did I just do?
Yeah, we watched your videos. That's
It is, yeah.
I fell into a tree, and it tweaked my back. It was a chiropractor, Dr. Tree out there that got me fixed up.
good.
Checkpoint.
Woo! Woo!
I'm looking okay. Oh, hey,
This is the line right here.
I'm looking okay here. We're up in the Stairway to Heaven section. Some nice cruiser trail, but then it gets gnarly. We start getting over onto the wrong side of heaven. And I can just tell you right now, this stuff went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I hope the camera shows how gnarly this is. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm setting up to go around the tree to the left here. Nice, that works. Climb up to this next shelf, and then it's just a straight, flat rock. Yeah! It's up! That rocket ship launch knocked my coolant fan off the bike. It was dangling. I had to make a repair. I zip tied it on. That took some time.
Maybe you have any zip ties?
After making the repair, I got going, and I struggled here. Let's just cut this out. Let's pretend we got right up that section. We're going up the hill on these big rock slabs. things got even crazier over here. A lot of traffic. Launching up these things. I mean, sketchy.
Jeez, way more traction. Almost backflipped that thing.
This section was insane. This is where it's, again, you're fighting the course, and we had to partner up. We had to team up. I mean, look at this. How are you going to ride up that? So we paired up, worked together to get through it, because otherwise no one's going anywhere. I did get a good little run there. If we can avoid pushing, that's better. You save some more energy, so I rode it to that point, at least.
There we go. Thanks, Jimmy.
So for those of you who do not like the pushing and the insanity, I think we've hit that point. I think this is about the point where it really starts to get insane and the true survival mission begins.
A new body. I'm out of water.
You have a lot to do still.
I have a lot to go still? Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's words of encouragement there. Thanks for that. But also in the comments, leave a thanks for Kate. She's filming out here.
Look at that move! Look at that move!
That's all the talent I've got right there.
I haven't even seen that. We've been watching over there. Everyone's over here. They need to be at this hole.
That, yeah, where all those people are. We're almost 4 hours in. I'm out of water. I want to hopefully finish the lap. I'll get back to the pit, fill up water. I don't know if I'd go back out. We'll see how much more there's to go.
For being 4 hours in, I'm sounding pretty good. I mean, I have some energy. I'm positive. Good sign. That's a good sign. I'm going to just foreshadow it doesn't last.
Whoa.
I saw your life flash before my eyes.
I literally almost died there.
Stay up.
These ladies told me to go left. I go straight down. Cracked under pressure. But I pulled the bike up to the left, and I will say this is way better. This is so much better. Cut out a lot of climbing uphill.
This is getting gnarly.
Gets in your head a little bit here because you don't want to fall to the right. It's a big drop, so you're really, I'm being cautious.
It's hitting me now.
Second lap?
No.
Second lap?
No, first lap.
Who do they think I am? Second lap? Who in the heck's doing 2 laps on this thing? There's only really one rider that did. Cody Webb. So now we're into the wrong side of heaven. This is like a cakewalk compared to what we just went through. So for me, I'm like, this is easy. And having everybody here cheering really helps too. Oh, we got sweaty camera again.
Awesome, thanks.
There was a part where we had to team up again, helped Cody Webb up through a section.
Here, I'll get you one.
I'll take a water, yeah.
Get to the checkpoint, but man, I was starting to fall apart, and now we're going down.
Stay on the brakes.
Down, down, down into the burning ring of fire. This is, what is this thing called? I'm drawing a blank here. No quarter. It's written right there. My gosh, right in front of me. Part of this is a mind game. You go down this hill and you're like, I'm never going back up that. And then there's a cliff to your left, there's a cliff to your right. There's no way out but forward. And I did that on purpose because I said I'm getting to the next checkpoint. And now we have to. We have to do it. No quarters written right there, just in case you forget where you're at. It's there to remind you multiple times. Can you see the energy in my eyes and my riding? I'm literally... I'm surviving. Oh, there's some speed. There's some... I'm looking good for the camera.
We got an hour and 20 minutes left.
The time constraint was starting to get into my head. Then I came up here. Declan was worried he was running out of gas, but we continued moving on. Had to help each other in a few spots.
Let's get up here.
Declan got a little away from me here when I got stuck here. Oh, the front wheel was buried, and I had to lift it out. I was at fatigue. I was breaking down. I was breaking.
We're having mental breakdowns in no quarter. I think we're close. I just got to get this done.
I think a lot of riders experienced it, but I'm not exactly proud of some of my weak moments. I had some breakdowns, and it was not exemplary behavior. So, if you witnessed one, I apologize.
Whew. There you go, perfect.
Time was running out, and this kept going. It was getting even crazier. Camera filled up with footage there, so we've only got Kate here. Thanks to her, we've got some coverage.
There you go.
Documenting all the accidents my bike goes through, so I'll never be able to sell it on the open market again. I actually really was enjoying this part because, I mean, it was hard, but I was getting through it. Whoa, whoa. Except the exit out of here was really tough. This part, Zach, Hugel, and I had to team up to get through it.
Almost there. All right, you got a ledge.
I was so dead, though. I mean, look at the coming down this. It just gives you an example of what we're dealing with this entire time for 6 hours. This is not again, which is... Holy cow! Look at the drop into this. I got to the last checkpoint at 5 hours and 49 minutes. I rode until the 6 hour mark. Cody Webb was right behind me at this point. He went on to finish those 2 laps and then went to the hospital. I will say the track this year was insanely hard, but I enjoyed it. It was an adventure. It's part of the battle. I knew what I was coming into, and I expected that, and I went as far as I could and had a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the next one.